Hello, people. This is No Name 117, and you might wonder what the heck is on my screen right now. This is Kerbal Space Program. I plan to be doing another mission in this game. Now, what the heck is it you see here? Why, it's a space shuttle. Yes, full cargo bay stuff. I based this off my friend Jonnotie's shuttle. There aren't really too many stock shuttles which can actually carry stuff into orbit at this time, and, well, arguably this one isn't one of them because it doesn't have enough fuel to. I plan on adding that fuel in later. But right now it is capable of orbit. It is called the Keburan because, well, it's essentially a copy of another person's design, so why the heck not call it the Keburan? It makes perfect sense. So I've got like all these hotkeys set up, like I believe one shuts off, or one toggles these, two toggles these, three, I forget what three is, like three and, I think three's like all lights or something, and like four's all parachutes. Oh wait, I can check under action groups. Duh! I just facepalm, but you can't see that on camera. Oh wait, 3 is toggle the solar panels. 4 is just deploy all the parachutes. 5's abort. I've got nothing set up for 6 or 7. 8 is, which illuminators are these? Oh yeah, 8's the inner bay, lights. 9 is the landing lights, and 10 is the docking lights, equipped to the front or the forward tiny docking port there. That light goes on. And the lower docking port down there, those lights go on. So yes, I have this in orbital condition. I was just bored and the Kerbal forums are down, and I wanted to show off how successful it's been. I'm probably going to land it in a future episode. It actually lands like really hard. It's kind of hard to land completely. And I keep having this problem with their cockpits been breaking off, and well, it can be manned or unmanned since I have a probe core there, and it has like a lot of battery power, like 3 batteries there, 3 batteries there, another battery there. So yes, this thing can fly for a long time. And, well yes, it can also slow down very easily. Slow down things, slow down RCS, but it hits the ground at like 40 meters a second. That's like safe speed, So far, I've done 2 test landings, and actually, as of now, I have 1 in orbit. Yeah, basically, one of the test landings had it landing actually very, very well. Nothing broke. It was perfectly intact. The other one, it actually split in half at this part. Wait, that is not half. I'm sorry. Just never mind me saying half, because that is not half of this. But anyways, it's split about there, but not visibly, really. It was just like all this stuff wouldn't function anymore, but it was still attached to the ship. And that's ingenious Kerussian design. Yes, Kerussian, because it's the Keburan. But, well. Let's just get into launching this thing into orbit. Since I already have one up there, I might as well get a second so I can land 2 of them at once. At once? Yes, let's see how that goes. Switch to one, switch to the other. Oh, crud. There goes one. Wait, I'm not... Okay. Boom. Yes, I'd probably destroy both prototypes if I were to do that, so... Yeah. And, like... It does have a little stability issues, or some stability issues, but they've been mostly resolved. It's mainly the heaviness issue that's the problem now, plus the fuel issue. I need to add more fuel. Yes, this is not enough fuel. No, that, and that, and that fuel? No, that's the connector. That, and that are probably not enough to get a payload into orbit. Oh, and that. It is enough to get the shuttle into orbit, but not quite a payload. So, well, anyways. Oh yeah, and I do have a custom flag. I've got to make a better one, but that's just a symbol from from something from Spore. So, let's launch this thing in the middle of the night, and I'll show you how it does. But there are a lot of pre-launch checklist stuff. A lot of pre-launch checklists. Oh, error. Alright, I am back. And, well, alright, yeah, there was a problem. The game crashed just as soon as I loaded it here. It was like some screen resolution change thingy. So, Fraps is stupid. Let's get on to this. Well, I can't quite launch it immediately because, well, there's some fuel issues and misuse of RCS everywhere, and well, yeah, so first things first. Retract the landing gear. I don't want those exploding because of a glitch. And I don't want them exploding my fuel tanks because of a glitch while in flight either. Haven't had it happen, but I really don't want them to. Next up, we have to shut off the shuttle's fuel reserves. That one, and that one. And why am I doing this, perhaps? Well, because I don't want it draining fuel from these tanks. This tank here doesn't drain fuel until this whole thing disconnects, so I'll probably leave that on. Now the RCS spreads equal usage, so I don't want any of that turned on except for like 2 tanks so that it's safe when I disconnect from the main tank, and then I can gradually turn all this stuff back on again. Alright, let's turn that back on. Turn that back on. Oh, no, wait. No, why am I saying back on? Off. Alright, so there we go. She's stable on the launch pad. Let's do resources. Believe she's using some electric charge. I don't know if she's getting refueled or not. Probably is. Oh yeah, it looks like she is. Oh no, I know. She's probably using a little bit, but since she's on the ground, she's fine. She is rocking back and forth a little bit. And I believe that she will get into space if I do everything correctly, and if I fail, then we've just probably lost another prototype, unless I can somehow manage to land this thing that flies like a brick. But I'll probably save landing to the next episode. Alright, so, for takeoff, and now I have my face really down to my desk, because I have to have both, or a hand on the mouse, and a hand on the mouse and a hand on the keyboard. We throttle it up, and at the same time, we'll turn on RCS, and then immediately after, I will press space, and this thing will start to go upwards. So, there we go, RCS. And here she goes. Yes, it does need that little bit of RCS stabilization at the start. So, yes, a really, really smooth takeoff. Right now, on the shuttle, only 2 tanks are draining. Only 2 of the smaller tanks are draining. And that's the way I want it. I want it to have as much RCS fuel as possible because it needs that to land. Yes, goes up really fine. There's the Space Center. Still got the runway and everything, so... Yeah. She has a lot of fuel in her. And now we have the solid rocket boosters powering her up. Right now I'm pretty much safe to hold the mic because all I have to do is press space, but once I detach these and these start getting low, I'll have to go back to pressing my face against the desk, pretty much. Alright, those gone. She still flies upwards very well. At about 12,000, if you'll see, she has like another 4 engines down here. At about 12,000, I'll activate those. They're for enhanced stabilization because these engines are pushing this way. These engines are doing a relatively good job of pushing it that way, I have to admit. Going onto her back a little bit, but shouldn't be too bad. Like 7,000. Yeah, she's not too laggy either. For Kerbal, this is actually doing extremely well on my system. Then again, if you look at the terrain, you can tell what I have my settings pretty much on. Let's see. I'll say activate them about now. Keep her stable. Alright, so now I'm going back to keeping my face low. I have to pay attention for when the mainsails go out. Wait, I sound so weird there. I have to pay attention for when the mainsails go out, because these engines overpower it and it'll start to tilt that way. So, I have to have my hand on the spacebar and the shut-off button for those engines. Keeping a close eye. Just like that. Perfect. And now I can go into map. I have no idea what that was. But it sounded awesome! Like Jeb's with us. So yeah, we'll wait till this is probably around 100. Then we'll start doing our gravity turn, which I believe, looking down right, is going to be onto our back. He's used up only a little RCS fuel so far. Still has a lot of fuel to go. What's our... 60. Okay, she'll make it into space. Yes. Yes, takeoff, I figured out. Landing, I have not. I've tried. Trust me, I've tried. But it just doesn't work, whatever the heck I do. Map. She's about at 80. I want to get that up to about 100. Yes, we'll see another couple orbits over here of other shuttles, including my friends. Because I decided to test it out. Alright, so at this point, we'll probably cut back a lot. Like, completely. And shove her onto her back. Like this. Alright. I want her to be about here. No, stop going back. I'm fighting for control of the shuttle. Run my SAS. About... Oh gosh, I'm wasting time, aren't I? Oh well, about here. This is... Accelerate a little more, then turn that off. And actually, what I'm going to do here is switch on those and turn off those. It'll become more stable. She's gaining... No. You know what? Turn those off. Turn those back on. Well, once it starts getting down lower, I will have to switch to the other ones. I would say probably about like 4/5. Right now my main priority is extending this orbit. And I can start to see that. Alright. Let's cut the engines about here. Yeah, now she's more stable like that. Actually roll her on her back a little bit more. No, don't overcompensate. That should be good. So yeah, we're going up a little bit, and we are going to the side. Alright, we are approaching. That also might actually turn us up a little bit. Go about there. There. Alright, so yes, here she is in space now, but still has a long way to go. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, I've got to tilt her nose up to like probably about here, actually. All of that's up there, so I'm not concerned. Yes! Alright, that's gaining. So in a moment, we'll be dropping this tank. And... I'll probably cut back on fuel a little bit. No, keep it up. Tilt back. There we go. Not that way. This way. This way. Actually, rotate her. Alright, Alright, so now we're gonna start turning sub back on again. There we go. Got those back on. Let's turn these all back on. More monopropellant usage. Yeah, now everything's being turned back on again, so let's check our orbit now. I'm gonna say notes are down. Put back on the throttle a little bit. Should probably go off the RCS about now. No. Keep stable. Keep stable. So yes, that orbit is gradually growing. She is gradually losing fuel. I'm actually going to cut back until... How close am I? Oh, about a minute. I'm going to turn it off and wait until we're at... Or wait until... I'll say about 30 seconds. So... A quick little time warp. 40... There we go. Let's throttle her up again, be a little more fuel efficient here. Alright, I can probably turn that off. Okay. Stabilize yourself. Hey, look, that orbit is growing. Tilt down. Let's see what this is doing. Hey, look! Whoop. Perhaps 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. What's our apo amp? What? No, 100. There we go. Better time warp stuff. And now turn that RCS off. And ta-da! Another Keburan prototype in space. Yes, there's actually two of them. Just, let's ignore that fact and say that there's one, but it's in two simultaneous orbits. Or I can just rename it. But yes, has a good amount of monopropellant left, so I should be able to land it if I get lucky. Has enough fuel to get out of orbit. This is why I said it doesn't have enough fuel to bring stuff up yet, but does have enough fuel to deorbit itself. It needs to carry some more, I will have to say. Well, it doesn't need to carry more. The launcher states need to carry more, so it uses less to get into this. And, yep. Yeah, this here is a satellite for, well... time warping, and that here is just another shuttle of my friend. So, yes, ta-da, Keburan in orbit, yay! I did it, and Fraps has probably somehow screwed this up, but who cares, because it's Fraps. No, wait, no, 9's landing lights. 8, yep, good old bay lights. Now I can turn those off, turn 3 on. Filter down towards the sun, so that the solar panels get light. Probably about here-ish. Or about maximum effect. Yeah, that works. Yep, maximum sunlight effect, and just... yeah, so, that is the Keburan. This is NoName117, and I am finally uploading another stupid video. Thank you to my few subscribers who subscribed to me in the many years I never did anything. For watching this, and all you other people who watch it, and all those who subscribe and say, hey, I'm gonna watch this, and then wait a year for another video. Well then, I'll see you next time, in probably about a year. Goodbye!